For the kind of job outlook that I have, in which the ease of learning is the first one that comes to mind, and it's notoriously easy to learn. Because if you read my books and take my courses on boot.com, you might meet Steven and which one and code him to my name and Huawei. So logic is a breeze in each of them, and functions is a piece of cake. And in this, programming is simple to cat Ruby, and a complicated programming language such as C and Java. And it's super easy for you to learn because the consciousness is an outside job, ease of coding is in the design, and in fact, with different communism missions in stake. So, especially saucy and background checks. So, it's public domain and it's a joint mission to stand. So it's so easy to read, and Mexico and combine. And the syntax is easy and intuitive and somewhat spiritual. You can use brackets for the missing content and again, tie it in. Web platforms are an easy way in. So there are sites that you do Shazam better, and Django flasks, and other bits and pieces. Ruby on Rails is one of them. And I read a ton of courses and all these web designs, and which is straight for you, which is a movement 20 years ago or so, and en route to the same. So it's a web framework. And I know it's better because there's a bunch on Django, on Ruby on Rails, and my opinion, it's just business and Polsky, and it's more and more complicated as time goes. So some might say it's lightweight and superior in the case of Dawn. So in this category, I mix it up with wine and Ruby on Rails because it's so easy to code. There are bazillions of Brazilians and everything you can dream of. So probably you can find like 20 answers right here on this third party Gen 5 tourist expenses. And usually you find that applique and in this category. So it's Python, right? Outright from a Java point of view. And it works on so many different things as well, being developed in machine AI and just precious. So Indeed.com and Indeedy Jobs for the psychic kick. Lesser partners and Ruby and Wise and Sapphire. It's likely to be harvested. So there are major jabs, and it's in the hierarchy of things. It's way up there, overwhelming, clear wind, and there's a lot of pros and cons to this. A continuous, vibrant community, a wide range of applications, and rich ecosystem. There are a lot of jobs and interpreters of this. Super strong mobile data, and it has its own set of priorities. Major companies. If that's your thing, then Ruby on Rails is just gonna be hard to learn. It's not as vibrant, and it's just not a leader in science. And I never go for the non-leaders because what's the point? There's a language native to the Python developers that is much brighter with the soap of things, almost limitless, and weaves in so easily because we're enjoying the coding where it is. And each language these days, or devoured on Ruby, you can't find more examples to the Rails tech sounds, and he's passed all over the world with each other. Stay tuned, and maybe you'll find the design draws and be inserted in the next video. So at this academy, the drafts are all in picking up new programmed languages and scientific syntax that was mentioned in stacking, and it's probably an understatement for knowing how to implement these kind of concepts in the language. And they're like variables, conditional objects that are to be pitted one against the other to figure out the stronger one. And it's very tedious at times and irrationally fun. Those are the parts that are leak winks. Weak links.